I was going to bring my box of Tide so I could step up on my soapbox for a minute. But let me just kind of talk through what is a management report. I had to ask myself, what is a management report? Well, it's obviously at the activity or project level. By the way, I apologize, these slides are not in your handout. They'll be posted to our website. And whenever I think of management reports, one of the common complaints that I hear is, we can't read them. And I kind of wonder, is it they can't or they won't? Because maybe they're too difficult, maybe too busy spending the money, doing the work. But being too busy is not an excuse to not be accountable, because we are still accountable for what happens with that money. So at a very, very high level, when I think of a management report, there's two flavors: cash-based, which are usually the activities, and budget-based, which are usually the projects. You know, chocolate and vanilla, but then we have chocolate swirl going on. You want to know about budget business process? There they are, Sandy and Mark. And as far as activities go, projects is part of the OSP process, isn't it? The budgeting, when we do a proposal and get an award. So these pots of money that the leprechaun gives us, we call activities and projects. And within a pot of money, we can have categories or broad areas that we can say, I want to spend: salaries, supplies, equipment, subcontracts. And then within those, if I want to even go further down, I can have subcategories, which today we call accounts. And it gives us maximum flexibility. We can be as high level or granular as we desire. We've given you that flexibility. A basic management report, first of all, is at a summary level. How much money did I get? How much have I spent? And how much have I got left? And then the detail, the individual transactions that make up those balances. I'm sure this is all just brand new to you, and you're all going, whoa, exciting accounting stuff. But anyway. And then one of the things that we see happen is that people will create their own shadow system where they will take the data from the university system, either through an Excel import or rekeying it in, or using the financial information library, and they'll put it into their systems to further manage it. So it's all about managing it so we can make the appropriate decisions. Well, you heard Ken mention it. I'm going to mention it again. After November closes, and I was going to bring my bundle of management reports, my one activity that I'm the account executive of. After November, central administration will no longer print hard copy management reports. We're happy to announce the demise of those hard copy management reports. But you still have to do your review, don't you? And there still has to be evidence of review, which today we're going to show you a companion application to our existing web management reports called Evidence of Review, or EOR. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So what's going to change on the management reports? I'm just going to quickly mention it. We're going to change the criteria page. There's going to be a brand new report for our projects, a summary of revenue and expense by budget category. It'll have the ability to hide the accounts and show just the budget categories, or show them, a toggle. We will now include the F&A base and a link to an explanation for those of us that don't know what a base is. We will highlight the different flavors of projects. We will highlight if a project, a cost reimbursable project, is either overcommitted or overspent. And we will give the life cycle of the project. So let's talk about that project status for just a second. Or actually, the type. three kinds of projects. It's either cost reimbursable, fixed price, or cost share. And I bring up cost share because this is probably the single most impact to you, those of you out there that prepare financial transactions. After the implementation of the post-award modules, you will need to start coding your financial transactions with Fund 59999 instead of 5,000 if it is a cost share project. If it's not cost share, Fund 5,000 still works. Whew, right?